All right, right. Hey. What's up? What's up? Let's close that back. What's up, everybody? Listen, we are live. Y'all, excuse my tardiness. I have been trying to get my site back up. I had to go do some things, so it should be back up tomorrow. And so it's a lot. But we have a lot to get into this video. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all thumbs up. We have a lot to discuss. We need y'all to like. Will y'all come up in the building and like. First of all, let's talk about the changes in the media game, right? It's a lot of changes in the media game. I'm telling people streaming is the future, and you could reach as many people as possible if you put in the work. Okay, put in the work. Now, mind you, when you are working a regular job, and you still got to put in the time into the blog, right? I've done it. I've put it in. I put in the time, put in more time, so we can go ahead and get this show off the ground so it could be a very profitable show. Because in order for 2024 to be my year, we must make sure that we are putting in the work, right? You got to match that energy. And so we definitely match energy. And mind you, I've been tired, sleepy, got off work at 2 o'clock, got in the house, took me a shower, took me a nap, missed my personal training session because I was tired. So we rescheduled for Sunday because it's a lot that you're doing. School, show, a lot, but I love it. So we got some things that we're going to get into this broadcast, but we do ask that if you share and thumbs up the show, share and thumbs up, you guys, share and thumbs up while you here, so we could just definitely dive into it. It's not going to be a long, lengthy live today or tonight because we did originally had someone scheduled due to the fact they couldn't get off work. So I said, nevertheless, we're going to go ahead on and do the show because the show must continue. Let's first start off with our first topic here. And we're going to be talking about none other than the former CEO, well, we could say founder of WWE, right? Founder of WWE. We're going to be talking about Vince McMahon. Now, it was an article that came out about Vince McMahon that I want to discuss. It's really heating up in the wrestling world right now that according to the streets and a lawsuit, a woman who received a payout from WWE boss Vince McMahon has accused McMahon, the company, and a former executive of trafficking in a new lawsuit that raises questions about the internal company probe conducted by a law firm last year. Janelle Grant, a former employee at WWE headquarters, said in a lawsuit filed Thursday that she was abused and exploited by McMahon while he was the chief executive. She alleged McMahon lured her with promises of career advancement, and then he allegedly exploited her and trafficked her to other men inside the company. The lawsuit filed in the Connecticut federal court described in graphic detail Grant account of interactions with the businessman and TV personality. She alleged that McMahon and other WWE the executive locked her in an office in a WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut on June 15, 2021, took turns assaulting her while other staff was working. In the middle of another workday on June 23, 2021, McMahon locked Grant inside his private locker room at a WWE offices and forced himself on her over a massage table. The suit said later that day, McMahon's personal assistant delivered $15,000 and Bloomingdale gift cards to Grant in her office. The suit also includes screenshot explicit text messages to McMahon allegedly sent to Grant. A May 2020 message said, "I'm the only one who owns you and controls who I want to F you." That was on the Wall Street Journal. Now, mind you, WWE have been sold. Vince McMahon pretty much is not in charge of the day-to-day operation. But I'm seeing rumor. Let me just double check because some people was in my DM saying that he's still on the board. Is Vince McMahon? Let's see, Vince McMahon still on the board of WWE. Let's see right here. Let's see. Okay, so that was in 2023. Is McMahon. McMahon was forced to retire. Okay. It's also McMahon main focus right now is doing whatever TK asks of him. Okay. So wait a minute, because it's not really telling me for that. I know he was reinstated. Okay, so who is the CEO? Give me a second. Of here. Give me a sec of the board, because I'm trying to make sure he may still be on the board. But okay, yes. So Vince McMahon is still on the board. He's still the chairman of the board. So he is the founder and executive chairman, WWE Executive Committee chair. You got Chief Executive Officer Nick Khan, Chief Contact Officer Paul Levesque. That's Triple H. Okay, so he's still on the board. Okay, he's still in charge of the board according to the WWE website. So this is sad. I personally believe that Vince McMahon just needs to retire. I mean, just give it to Nick. I mean, Nick have done good. TKO is going to remove Vince McMahon. He really don't have any power. They're going to vote him out. But they're probably going to allow him to leave from grace because they don't want a PR storm, because clearly he did something wrong. Because you settled with the woman, or you paid the woman off. Then it was a shady investigation that the board pretty much picked the law firm. So you're going to pick a friendly law firm. Vince McMahon decided to retire. And I guess this particular woman was like, listen, since y'all signed this multi-billion-dollar deal, let me go ahead on and sue. And, you know, it's crazy. I hope that Vince McMahon didn't do it. But honestly, because of these allegations and because of his age, just go and retire. Because of the man's age, the man is almost in late 80s, right? He's an old man. So just retire right now. Just say, okay, let me go ahead and give it to somebody else. We done with it. Let's go ahead and retire. Just give it up. Just retire. I mean, he's 78 years old. 2 more years, he'll be 80. Just retire. Just give it to someone else. I get it. You sold the company, and I believe Vince McMahon saw the writings on the wall that his his skeleton's going to come out the closet and boom, come and get him. And that's why he probably just said, listen, let me just sell this company. Even though he's saying it was a great business, he made a lot of money. But I guess he just didn't want the company to go down. So let me give it to another company, let them control it, and I could still be on the board, and I still got my hands around it. Again, this is still powerful in WWE, even though they sold it to TKO, but he still got a lot of sway with WWE as of right now. But personally, because of these strong allegations, I would say just throw it away. I just say, hey, I got these allegations. Let me move on with my life. I retire and stick with retirement. It's no need to continue to do to be in this position when you got a nasty lawsuit. Due to the fact this is a public traded company, they need to follow protocol. If you got an allegation, it needs to be temporarily removed, even though because he retired at first and then he came back. Just go and retire and let someone else from the family. I personally believe to keep it in the McMahon family. I believe like a Stephanie McMahon or Shane McMahon should be the chairman of the board. I personally believe that. I believe if no other, it should be Stephanie, because Stephanie had worked with the company longer. And of course, Shane McMahon had left the company back in 2009 because he didn't get along with Vince McMahon. And he felt like my relationship with my father is at jeopardy. And so let me just leave the company because I don't want my relationship with my father to just go to hell, and which because of our working relationship. So in order to save that relationship, they went on and they moved on and said, hey, let's go ahead on to, you know what I'm saying? Let's just separate. And Shane made his money in companies and et cetera. But when it comes to this particular case, I feel like Vince seemed to be a creep. Vince have been in some controversy of steroids. This ain't the first time he been in controversy of doing things to people and paying people off. One particular thing, he ordered one of his wrestlers allegedly to attack an employee to a reporter, and he hit the reporter multiple times. So let's not act like Vince don't have his hands in dirt. Then it was another member. I think they deleted one of their girlfriends. I think they deleted their girlfriend, and Vince McMahon paid off the police, and then to find out years later that he was pretty much involved. This wrestler was involved in the unalive of their girlfriend. So it's really something. I'm really gonna keep y'all updated with this particular story because it's gonna go down. Like Vince, if Vince he's stubborn, I don't think he's gonna go down without a fight. But it's gonna be embarrassing because he don't have any rights. He's gonna get outvoted. TKO, pretty much The Rock gonna vote him out. Because as of right now, they have representative on the WWE board, and their parent company is TKO Sports. So they're going to remove Vince, and Vince needs to be removed. Because if you actually screwed this woman and she could show receipts, then girl, let go. Let somebody else run it. Like, okay, let somebody else run it when it comes to stuff like that. Like, let's be crazy. Like, come on now. Give me a second. I'm seeing what y'all saying in the chat. Let me bring up the chat so I can give me a sec so I can see what y'all are saying in here. Welcome. Okay, I see y'all. Okay, girl. Let me see. All right. Hi. Okay, now the chat is up. The chat is up. Okay, the chat is up. All right. So I can see y'all. Okay, so I am praying for the victim, and if it's not careful, it's gonna be more victims coming. So just get ready. And we already know Vince. He have cheated on his wife. I don't think he was ever faithful. I mean, he was involved into getting it in from a young age. His mom, I believe, boyfriend assaulted him. I think his mom, boyfriend, and a neighbor, I believe, because Vince went through a lot in his childhood. So it will not surprise me that he became a victim and now he's becoming a whole pedo. Like, not a pedo, but the aggressor, because I don't think he a pedo. I don't know about that. But I believe he started becoming an R word. Even though you got R words coming up, now you become an R word. So Vince, because he always, to me, I could be wrong, he always seemed to be like dirty and evil and all of that. But we'll keep y'all updated when it comes to Vince McMahon. We will keep y'all updated. I will update you all on this particular case. Everybody is talking about it. It went viral. I've gotten word from it because Couture sent me the article, and I checked my messages, and everybody, because I'm in the wrestling community. Like, I cover a lot of wrestling content, and even when I don't do it full time, behind the scenes, I'm talking about wrestling a lot. So that's why in the upcoming months, you're going to see me cover more wrestling shows, more WWE, and I can't wait till they go to Netflix, so I don't have to worry about getting cable. And I think that's so great. And then once it go to, Netflix, then I can really, really cover it more. I can definitely cover it more once it go to Netflix, because I like Netflix because it's accessible, and you get all the pay-per-views. And I feel like that's nice. Instead of me going to WWE Network, I'm glad that we could just go right there. And just like my Peacock. So now when WWE go from Peacock to Netflix, I'm going to cancel my Peacock and get a Netflix subscription because I'm a fan of the product. And WWE have treated wrestlers so well, especially the black wrestlers. You got Bianca. I love her. An amazing talent, and to be a black woman to get that publicity, because I've never seen it before. I never really seen black wrestlers. Only a handful that have made it, like Booker T, The Rock, that really had like mainstream success. It's not as many wrestlers that had Farouk. I believe he was a world champion or a champion, but it's not as many. Kofi Kingston, he was a WWE terrible run, bro, but he won the championship. Who else have won the Mark Henry won the championship. So it's only like a handful of black champions that have dominated the culture, like really have dominated. So I love WWE for that, for giving them a chance and really investing in the talent. I used to love Glow. Okay, right. So I'm a huge fan. They said wrestling. I like a lot of them, and my brother and I met Hulk Hogan. I love it, and I believe more people are going to get back into wrestling because it's going to be accessible in streaming. I feel like WWE was trying to attract wrestling fans from the whole old model of television. We had a brand new model, and the brand new model is streaming. So, in order to like really maximize your income, that's really throwing the bag, is Netflix, Amazon Prime. Those big companies are throwing billions of dollars because whoever got the most content wins. Content is key. So if you're bringing WWE, you're bringing in 4 to maybe 5 million people that's going to be on Netflix watching that product every week. Then it's going to increase. Then you can expand that by having WWE documentaries. Of course, Peacock was able to do it, but Netflix is way more, it's quadruple the size of Peacock. So they have 290 million active users on Netflix. So that's powerful. So that's great. So 290 million paid subscribers is on Netflix right now that WWE can just tap into. So that's a extreme revenue stream. And WWE have plenty of content. They got NXT, they got WrestleMania 40, they got Royal Rumble that's going to air this Sunday or Saturday. So, and WWE, when they do WrestleMania, they don't just do one night, they actually do 2 nights. So Netflix is going to get their money back and some. They're going to make massive profits because WWE is a product that have a lot of a strong fan base. So having Raw on the air live on Netflix, then that changed the game for Netflix. Then you're going to have more live content on Netflix. And then in the future, Netflix is going to be working deals to get the NFL. Netflix is going to be working deals to get exclusive rights to hockey or exclusive rights to basketball. You eventually will see all of those sports that you see. You're going to see it on streaming in the next 5 to 6 years. That's definitely going to happen. And it started with WWE. Really, the focus with WWE, a very popular, powerful product. And you're going to see Netflix. I'm like, okay, well, let's get NFL in the mix. So it's definitely going to do it. And so it will be live. WWE Raw will be live on Netflix. I've triple checked. I reached out to some WWE people. The press release have came out. It will be live. It will be live. And so my understanding is it will not be a commercial break. Some people say it will not be a commercial break. Then some people say it will. But one thing they did say, it will be live, which is incredible because I would love to see, and hopefully Netflix server, and I believe they should work out the kinks. Hopefully Netflix server can keep up with the volume of people. Because I remember last time Netflix tried to do a live reunion show and their servers couldn't keep up. So hopefully Netflix can get it together because, again, you having a high volume of people, and because it's something brand new, and because WWE is going to pull out all the stops to make sure it's successful in their first Raw in 2025, they got to make sure that they got to make sure they got to get it together. So hopefully Netflix is prepared for that. I mean, they have more than enough time to be prepared. They saying Netflix size is messing up. Yes, I agree, Kevin. Boosie say yes, I love and hate and love again. Ric Flair, so many, but my favorite time period was WWE and early WWF and early WWE. I used to love some wrestling back in the day. And so now, the people that used to love it, they may not have nothing to watch. They go right to Netflix because it's going to be on the homepage. They be like, oh, let me see what's going on over there. And don't get me wrong, this product is entertaining. Like, it's not as boring because back in the day, I stopped watching because it was dry as F. But wrestling is so good entertainment. Impact Wrestling is good. AEW, not so much. They having, I would say, creatively, I don't know where they're going. But WWE is a solid program. It's a well-oiled machine. And they're producing great stars. At first, they kind of struggled because everybody was like, Roman Reigns. But now that we have the American Dream, we got, you know what I'm saying, we got other talent that is coming up in the game. We got CM Punk. So now we have multiple people that we can kind of point at that is main eventer, and not just one particular person like Roman Reigns. Like, I'm just glad that there's so many people that can take the reins of becoming a champion in WWE. And when it comes to women's division, iconic. It's stacked to the T. When it comes to the male, with the man, it's stacked to a T. So that's something that WWE is not lacking. They're not lacking talent. They got plenty talent. The only problem is how can everybody get as enough airtime as possible. The storylines is great. Because one of the beauty, when I grew up under the Attitude Era, they had beautiful storylines, iconic storylines that was the best. And so they have to make sure they got the mid-card, they got to make sure that they got the, they got the main event, and they got to make sure there's mid-card. So when you start watching, it should be a build-up of good action-packed entertainment. So having Triple H there, I can see it. And now he is investing in other talent. And I love how they're cleaning house in WWE, meaning that everybody that worked with Vince, they're pretty much been phased out and kicked out, retired or retired. And he's bringing in his group of people, his allies, with a brand new vision. Because again, Vince McMahon brought WWE to $1 billion company. So now the next leadership have to build on that. And I believe Vince didn't believe any of his family members could build on his legacy. He didn't trust it. So he gave it to another company that their sole job is to build a sports organization, to build live content. So I understand his mindset. Kind of upset that he should have kept it in the family, but I understand. And the family still get paid. So when the events go away, that family still get revenue. He's still the most person invested in WWE. I think he got the most stocks. So his family's still gonna eat well, regardless. Okay. They say, yeah, the names flip-flop all over the place for a while. Hey, you ever watched Behind the Ring? It's my backstory of these wrestlers. Yeah, I watched Behind the Ring. It's amazing. Like, it's so much content that WWE have, and other licensing content that they have in the ring. They have another show, AEW, or is it AE, where you can go and you can get old merchandise and old style of the wrestling attire, and they bid on it. So WWE is like, it's content upon content upon content. So ain't nothing you could, they have plenty content, and that's why they were offered that top dollar, because WWE's coming in with millions of hours worth of content. And that's something that a streaming service like Netflix is in need of more content. You can't have enough content, because again, if you want to keep your subscribers and build it up, you got to have content. So it's good to have a live feature, because that's the future. And then you got to have, for your traditional people that like to watch series, then you have to have it where people like, you know what I'm saying, to expand it. They have people that love the ads, that pay less amount. Then you have those that don't watch any ads and pay the premium price. So I think it's a great business. I think Netflix, in order to stay ahead of the game, they made a good move doing WWE, and I'm happy for them. Now, Vince McMahon, he gonna wind up leaving. That's without a doubt. All right, he's gonna wind up getting up out of there. And when it happened, we gonna be like, what the world, Vince McMahon getting up out of there? Now, we're gonna go. We got two more topics to dive into, you guys. And one of the topics that we got to get into is none other than Larry Reid. Now, Larry Reid and Bishop T.D. Jakes is working behind the scenes. Bishop have been paying Larry Reid, from my understanding and sources, this is all alleged, $50,000 to $60,000 of a broker's fee of him brokering a deal between these victims, Bishop T.D. Jakes' team, Larry Reid's in the middle. He's offering some type of spiritual counseling, and also allowing Bishop to talk to these victims, like his team. So Larry Reid is brokering like this deal. He's getting paid as the middleman, and these victims are talking to Bishop T.D. Jakes' team. They're signing NDAs and they're getting payoffs, secret payoffs. This is sad, because from my understanding, they're saying it's about 3 to 4 people, but that's just an estimate that I had before I got on the air. They're saying as many of 4 victims that are accusing Bishop of grooming them, assaulting them, and then, pretty much shunning them out. So about 4 victims. So Larry Reid is in the middle of this. He's on the phone with Bishop. He's getting the victims, but he's getting paid in the middle because they're paying him in the middle. So when people come saying, but why is he really taking this neutral thing? Because he's getting paid. Again, you all got to remember, Larry Reid, this ain't the first time Larry Reid have gotten paid by a pastor to be quiet. It was Bishop E. Dewey Smith paid Larry Reid maybe about $50,000 or $25,000 to be an advisor or to be, I believe, an advisor or something like that, to silence him. Larry Reid broke that agreement and he started spilling tea, and Bishop E. Dewey Smith legal team sued Larry, and Larry had to pay some money, then he had to challenge it in court. So Larry is about that bag. And so he will broker a deal. It's like almost like he's using the power of his platform, and he's brokering a deal. You haven't seen no lawsuits because these people are getting paid, and Bishop T.D. Jakes is paying them very quickly. But the only problem is with that is that once, from my understanding, when I've said this to the people, I said once he start paying these people, they will never stop coming. You will get more, and then some, when you refuse to pay, they're going to go to the public. Bishop do not want this to go to the public. And I'm so glad that I listened to North Carolina Beat, because he said something on the phone, and I want to repeat what he said. Bishop don't want his image, his public persona, his reputation to be harmed. So if he can do anything he can to avoid this, he's going to do it. But unfortunately, it's going to happen because they're going to get greedy. And what will stop these people from filing a lawsuit even when Bishop paid these secret payoffs? So that's the fear of it. And once the lawsuit happened, the headline would be Bishop T.D. Jakes was sued for X amount of dollars, and they're going to talk about that complaint. So even if Bishop did not do it, let's just say he's innocent, the damage is done. His reputation is tarnished. People are pulling back their resources. The bank said, well, we don't want to invest no more in your church or in your Bishop T.D. Jakes enterprise. So this is really kind of like a weird situation. But now Larry Reid is kind of upset because he feel like people on Bishop team don't want to work with Larry Reid. So they're secretly sending to bloggers and reminding bloggers, don't trust Larry Reid. He's a whole pedo. He have violated Levante. Now, from my connect to Levante, because I know somebody that know Levante have been contacted by some powers that be, and there's encouraging Levante to refile the lawsuit against Larry Reid. So now you're seeing these bloggers coming out of nowhere. Oh, Larry did this to Levante. It was one particular blogger have just put it out there, and he said, give me a second, the Tough News TV said, quote, a pastor in North Carolina told me about Larry Reid. So you already know Bishop have his allies, and they feel like that Larry is setting it all up. So now you got people working behind the scenes, and this pastor is reaching out to bloggers and say, you know, Larry Reid have violated Levante. Now, Levante name is coming up and up and up and up. I will not be surprised if I see Levante file a lawsuit against Larry Reid, because Bishop got to really contain Larry. Like, bro, you ain't that powerful because you already got stuff in the court system that, and it's in public domain that this man said you have touched, fondled, licked, messing with him when he's 14 years old. So now Larry Reid's on the attack. He's embarrassed. Why y'all bringing up my past and it was all lies and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But what Larry have to tell you when he say all that stuff, oh, but I was fired on BET because of the allegations. So regardless of what it is, you are in a mess, in a worse situation than Bishop T.D. Jakes, because as it stands right now, it could change tomorrow. Bishop T.D. Jakes don't have a lawsuit. Bishop T.D. Jakes don't have no complaints against him as of right now. But when it comes to Larry Reid, you tried to sue the person. I mean, you got Daryl saying these allegations. I mean, it's out there, right? But now we're hearing about Bishop that it was a secret tape, according to Tough News TV, a secret tape of Bishop doing things with victims, with victims of Diddy, that he was doing things too. They're now trying to get that recordings and and destroy it and pay people off. So Bishop is dealing with multiple situations. He's dealing with the skeleton in his closet as a pastor, grooming, touching, putting that Bishop sausage inside of victims. Then he also dealing with victims with the Diddy situation. So he's dealing with multiple situations. So I predict that Bishop is going to go down hard. It's going to be that type of way. No one's going to want to bring him to the church, because once the lawsuit happened, watch how people turn against Bishop. They're going to drop him like a bad habit. Because once the lawsuit happened, then the media, the headlines, Bishop accused of SA. The accuser said Bishop R-word him, and blah, dot. Then the YouTubers, page 4, page 5, page 6. So it's bad all around. And if it did happen, if Bishop did do these things, then he should be sued. But my thing is, Bishop, if you know these particular victims, if you're getting word, then pay them off. Don't let it get to the point, and don't be petty and be like, I don't care if you sue me or whatever, because if they do, it's going to damage your reputation. And then you're going to be forced to settle, because your team, if they have any common sense, they're going to say, just settle, because you don't want this to keep being out here in the streets, because it's going to keep being out here. It's going to pick up legs, 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 going to pick up legs. So just settle. The problem is with Bishop, he felt like, if I settle with these people, what would stop them from ever talking? What would stop them from going to the blog? What would stop Larry Reid from speaking? Because he can't be trusted, because he tricked on Bishop E. Dewey Smith and turned against him when Bishop E. Dewey Smith gave him money. He still turned against him. So what would stop Bishop T.D. Jakes from getting the Larry Reid platform to just hook him in the chest with videos upon videos? And Larry Reid is so connected in the church media spectrum that they would use his platform to destroy Bishop T.D. Jakes. So it's just really sad, man, all over. It's just really, really sad. And one of the sick parts of Larry Reid is that he's encouraging victims to take, don't destroy, don't embarrass Bishop T.D. Jakes. Everybody like a little peen here and again. That's stupid. Like, why are you encouraging R-word? Grooming is sick. And this is why Manassas got to be a little slow. Because why are you giving Larry Reid the information when you claim that this was supposed to happen? Didn't you say your mom was going to file a lawsuit? But again, I never heard Manassas, Prophet Manassas, say this. I'm all hearing this from Larry. So I just feel like Bishop Bernard Jordan's son, need to come on out with a statement and say, I'm not affiliated with Larry Reid, and Larry Reid don't talk to me. He don't represent me. So this is sad. But Larry just been saying some weird stuff like, man, okay, he did it, but everybody do it. That's a lot. Everybody ain't abusing teenagers. Everybody not grooming. Everybody not grooming young men. Everybody ain't eating peach cobbler in their thongs and sending it to men. Every pastor ain't flirting with men. So stop saying everybody like it. That's a whole lie. It's like a dangerous narrative that you're saying every man is weak, every man is on. No, everybody ain't out here touching little boys like you did, Larry Reid. So why would you get on your platform and say that? So that's the point of Larry using his platform to embrace the culture of pedo behavior, R-word, assault. He said it ain't that bad. And that's dangerous on Larry's part. And it's sick for him to do it because he's doing it for a coin. Now, when we reached out to Bishop Bernard Jordan, we didn't get a statement for Bishop Bernard Jordan. But my thing is, if your son was groomed, what is your statement? What do you have to say? I was watching this platform, waiting for a statement. Crickets. Okay, let me reach out to Mrs. Jordan. Let me reach out to her. Crickets. What do y'all have to say as parents that your child was groomed by Bishop T.D. Jakes, allegedly? What are y'all saying? So let's stop with the BS. And I agree with my colleague, the North Carolina Beat. Stop talking about it and file the lawsuit. Stop talking about it and let's file the lawsuit. Where's the lawsuit? File the paperwork, baby. File the paperwork. Let's stop playing with the BS. Let's stop letting Larry Reid be the mouthpiece and do all this talking with the lawsuit, so we can see the allegations of what they're accusing Bishop on. And Bishop really can't sue because I think he want this just to go away. He just wants this to go away. Now, when we reach out to the prophet Manasseh, no response. Like, these people ain't got no response. So I'm like, why are y'all talking to Larry only? Larry is one of the worst messengers because he violated Levante. So he's one of the worst messengers. They're just like, you accused of deleting folks, and Jeffrey Dahmer is your spokesperson. You know what I mean? Like, you accused of just being a serial deleter, but then you got a serial deleter that's been doing the same thing. He gonna be your spokesperson. That's crazy to me. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you allow Larry? He's the worst of the worst spokesperson because he have Levante innocence that he violated on his hands. Levante mother have said it. Levante brother have said it. And Levante himself have said it. Those three people have all said Larry did it. And also we have King Jive said not only did Larry do Levante, he also violated my god brother. King Jive said that as well. The same King Jive that's getting sued by another bishop, he came out and said that about Reid. So he's the wrong type of spokesperson. Wrong guy. And Larry was upset. He was like, I'm tired of you bloggers. Y'all ain't qualified. Shut up, you bald-headed, stupid man. Anybody with a camera can talk. Okay? You have failed as a pastor. You a sick, twisted person. You wear shades. You wear makeup. So you can't talk. Then the church is finally waking up saying, quote, why is Larry Reid having an OnlyFans talking about men breadbasket? Because the man is in sin. He's not a Christian. He ain't sin free. He's deep stench with man breadbasket and man sweat. That's why he talk about man culture, because that's the lifestyle that he does. He talks about it. He talks about it all the time. He's not a straight man. Ain't nothing on him. It's straight. It's stinky, twisted, and evil. And he is a pedo. Whether you want to believe it or not, baby is done. You just living under a rock. He did it. 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 Period. Point blank. So maybe he felt like if he could be the spokesperson for this, then people would think he really didn't. Well, he ain't the right spokesperson because he's taking out for Bishop T.D. Jakes. Oh, he didn't really do nothing. Oh, who cares? Like, no, bro, you did. Like, you do know that you are defending and trying to cover up assault. And why would you? Anybody with common sense, why would you want the victim to talk to the predator? Why are you not encouraging people to go to the police? Why are you not encouraging people to sue? Why are you encouraging them to talk to their abuser? That's the sick part of Larry Reid. Because he do all that talking, all that fake speaking in tongue, all that stupid singing, can't hit a good note at all, that bad singing, bad breath having. And he probably fondled with his little girls. Who knows? Because if you're touching other people's children, what would stop you from preying on your own girls? Like, they need to be questioned because they look weird themselves. Maybe they was touched by their daddy. Who knows? But I'm not putting past a person that would touch somebody else's child and they ignore their own children. Most of the time, they do it to their own children. They get emboldened to do it for other people's children. That's the point that I have to say. And my question is, even Larry Reid's wife, let's be clear with it. We putting it all on the table. She's a little touched because when I looked at her on Patreon, she gotta look like I'm up here, sold my soul, and I don't want to expose my ex-husband predatory ways. Now, once the money dry up, she gonna be just like the woman that's out here, Chris Stokes' ex-wife. Then you gonna hear her, oh, I believe the rumors. He did that. But once the money keep going, she got nothing to say about it. But you can just tell her facial expressions, that she is hiding and suppressing a lot of Larry Reid predatory behavior, period. And she just as evil because not only Larry that do it, but them that his whole enterprise, sick pedo enterprise that cover it up. So Marco is one. When you look at this man picture, you don't see no women around, none but shirtless man. You know, they were grown, man, but you know, it's teenagers around there somewhere that they're going to violate. You see it. This is what you see. Even when Levante came up with allegations, He said, Sir Marco said, well, we could have did something. Lady Sir Marco went to violate Levante. So it's just all around. You cannot be a sick person and not have handlers that just as sick as you to keep your sick secrets. You keep people around. And one of the reasons why Larry was able to get away with this for so long, he would give $5,000, $10,000, $80,000, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000. He would just pay people around him because in order to keep these people on my side, I must pay them for their loyalty. And if they do something wrong, I will pull their resources away from them, their homes, and I will destroy their character. Just like how he paid Levante and he gave him shelter, but violated him. Mom got mad at him for doing it to something. Then he pulled the resources back from the people. He do it. He will give them apartments. It's a form of control. Buy them apartments, pay their rent, and then when they do something against him or that he feels is wrong, he'll just stop paying the rent and put them on the street. Like, that's the piece that is the sickness of Larry. Larry is one of the most sickest people ever. And I'm glad that his dirty deeds is coming to the forefront. And I'm glad that people like Tough News is talking about it. I'm glad that so many other people, my colleague in North Carolina B, I'm glad that he's talking about it because people don't need to let Larry Reid get away for the sick behavior that he did at all. So we give y'all more updates about this. But just know Larry Reid is getting paid by Bishop T.D. Jakes, allegedly. All right, make sure y'all like this video. We're going to get into our last topic here, and we're going to talk about the one and the only Tasha K. Now, mind you, we have been keeping you all updated on the Tasha K piece, but nobody have been doing it like my girl, my colleague, is Miss Pam. Miss Pam Esquire. This woman has been breaking this story open. Kevin Hart had filed and tried to get a temporary restraining order, right? He tried to have it with the court just granted, just give it to him. He didn't know that Tasha K legal team is way better legal team than Ogre. They understand the law, they fought it, they challenged it, and the judge sided with Tasha K to not grant Kevin Hart a restraining order. And the woman that the employee that did the interview with Tasha about Kevin, she sent evidence to the judge. And obviously, whatever she sent, even though it wasn't an order, some of it was just out of order, but it worked, meaning that he don't have a TKO or temporary restraining order, TRO on Tasha or his former employee. They can still talk. Interview is still on the website. So the sick part about Kevin Hart, I believe that Kevin Hart thought that Tasha K had a weird lawyer. Baby, Tasha K new legal team is the best. It's the best. But when it comes to like fighting new lawsuits, she already lost to Cardi B. But to Tasha K credit, her new legal team that whoever set up these trusts, there was this white blogger said that Tasha K, they can't touch them trusts that's in the islands and them two other trusts. That maybe the other one, but them two other ones, you can't touch that money. It's close to impossible unless you see some fraud or something like, but the chances are very slim. So they said whoever set that up gave Tasha K the best advice ever. They said you can't touch the money. We don't know the amount. It could be $80 million. You don't know. You can't touch it. It's people that have came out, and I've sent it to Don. I sent it to people that I know personally. He said you can't touch those. The type of trust that she's at is locked tight. You ain't gonna be able to grab it. So whoever have worked with Tasha K, they set it up correctly. And Cardi B's strategy is they're trying to get as much, but it's pretty much a losing battle. That it's just a losing battle, man. I just think that it's a loser. It's not impossible, but just know that Cardi B is going to have to continue to fight it. But the thing is, she's winning. And let me tell you this, probably not winning like financially with, still have to pay lawyers, right? But that's a part of business expense. But she's winning because of the promotion. Because when you go to them court documents, that ain't number free promo for TashaKLive.com. When you go to Neighborhood Talk, TashaKLive.com. Rolling Out, TashaKLive.com. These other sites, TashaKLive.com. North Carolina B, TashaKLive.com. It's bringing all of this exposure. And what happened? People are going to be curious because what is going on? Oh, a lawsuit, Kevin Hart saying this. Let me take my nosy self over there to TashaKLive.com. But you got to pay. So I already got the money. So then I could still transfer all that money to the trust. I'm just building up those trusts, building up those trusts, building up those trusts, building up that money. So we still don't know who owns the app. Who is the sole owner of the app? That's like a secret nobody can answer. No, I've seen it on no court documents. So I think Tasha K's strategy is I'm going to use this as extreme promotion to promote the Tasha K brand, the entity, Tasha K Live, the entity as a commentator. And that's why it is so difficult as a blogger to compete with Tasha K, because none of us having that much publicity. We would have to pay for that publicity. Tasha don't. She just needs to get in a lawsuit. They're going to promote her verbatim. And that's what's going on. All right? They're going to have to promote her all in the streets verbatim. All right? I'm looking at it. Give me a second here. Okay. Give me a second here. All right. So that's how that goes when it gets to that situation. Let me get my other points, the other talking points. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Let me get my other talking points. My other talking points. Other talking point. All right. So we will open up the phone lines. If anybody want to call in, moderators post the number and we will allow you all to call in. All right. Moderators, y'all can post the number here. If y'all want to call in, you can call in at this appropriate time and you can give your thoughts. Moderators, if you can put the number in here, and then if it goes off, then anybody want to call in? Anybody? Okay. It will not ring. I will have to call you back because I didn't want it to be ringing all during the show. If you want to talk about it. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Anybody? I'm going to make sure y'all share. Don't forget, April 26th through the 28th, me and Couture will be in Vegas. I'm looking forward to Vegas. I think Vegas is going to be incredible. I know it's going to be incredible. That's going to be April 26th through the 28th. Also, make sure you come through. If you got any questions, you can always email me at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com. Some of y'all have sent questions in. Just send it in. You know, we're going to be at the Palace Station Hotel. I already got the flyer on my Instagram, the flyers on my community wall. Everything is out there. I mean, we will give a list of where we're going to be, but that could change. So that's why we're going to meet at a certain time in the lobby, and then we can give you like what we're going to plan on doing on the weekend, because it's going to change, right? We got an idea of it because it's definitely going to change, because we have to, first of all, see how many people are coming. So we have to accommodate, because we may not be able to go there because there's too many of us or less than, so we'll see. So that's why that's why we ask you to text us at the number at 972 or call. We'll text us 972-674-9462 when you touch down, so I can communicate with you. All right, 972-674-9462, or email me, because I really want to. I don't want nobody to miss out on this event of us just hanging out. Not so much event. It's just a little vacation, because we're going here, going there. You know, having a good old time. So if you in the building, make sure you come through. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be great. I've been working out. I've been in the gym. I've been saving up for the trip. So, I mean, you still got enough time. It's still January. The next month is February. The next month is March. And then we at the end of April. So we try to make sure that we have an appropriate time. So if you get your taxes, put a little money on the side and come on out to Vegas. Spend some of that tax money with Wiley. We can hit the table. Or hit the pole. We get the table or the pole and the table together. All right, because I'm looking forward to it. Now, I had to come on live today with y'all. Again, my website, we're working on it. It was some issues, some technical issues. So It should be back up, I would say, tomorrow. Hopefully, it will be back up tomorrow because I have to do some things in the back end. But I will keep you updated on it. So you all will get a message. So shout out to the people on there. It's like, it's a lot when you do a website. So I'm excited about the work. And I will be back in the gym tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. The gym is going to be amazing. If you want to contribute to the show, you go to Cash App, $ Marquise Wiley 28, Zelle, WileyShow@gmail.com. Next month is Black History Month. We also have a town hall, virtual town hall that we're going to be doing on next month. This Saturday, I've asked you all to come through. We have a show. We booked a guest, but that can all change, Chad, because, guests say they're coming, they won't come. Then, okay. And then also on Saturday, we will be on a members only because some people can't make it on Sunday. So we would do it on Saturday. We ask you, please come through. It's going to be about a 60-minute broadcast of us. So make sure you all come through on Saturday. Any questions about the members only? If you're not a member, would like to join, hit the membership up. If you want to pay for just that particular meeting, that Zoom meeting, you would have to Cash App me and put your number in a memo or email me a receipt. You can do it on Zelle, PayPal, whatever. Just email you a receipt so we can send you the Zoom information. Of course, we will go live before we do Zoom to remind you non-paid members so you all can be paid. My Patreon folks, y'all still get the link. My members on YouTube, you still get the link. Once I create it, it goes in the system. I post in a community tab. You are sent an email directly. Some of y'all got y'all phone set up where anything I post come directly to your phone. Everybody ain't set up like that. So you have to keep reminder. So that live will be on Saturday. So make sure y'all come through for that. I'm excited for Saturday. And then we can put on the agenda a book. So hopefully I can get Lala and whoever want to do the book club could really be in that particular broadcast so we can pick the book so we can start meeting in February. For those just like the book club, we can start meeting and talking about that particular book. So make sure y'all come through. Let me see what you're saying in here. I was just looking at old episodes. Okay. Welcome. Thank you all so very much. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. You guys, Chicago shows a little less intense with hours, and then of course the Dallas shows is more. But people say, I want you to go back to Dallas again. We will be back in Dallas soon. All right. But I spend some of my time here, spend some of my time in Dallas. I'll go see my grandmother and all of that. Now that the weather is better, I can go see her more often. So that's why I pretty much spread my time in two places. But nevertheless, I've already explained it over and over again. But you got to keep explaining it. Okay? I'm not homeless. Okay? Because people keep saying that stupid rumor. We have shelter. And yeah. So I'm excited. And on my grandmother's birthday is next month. So you always seeing a video of my birthday message to my grandmother, and that will be in February the 20th. If it be the Lord's will, she will be 89 years old, and her sister is 90 already. She's still alive. So we will do our birthday message to her, and I'm excited for that. So I'm still working on some ideas. All right. So we love you all. My town hall, we're going to do a virtual town hall. The flyer is going to drop soon, so be on the lookout. I'm excited. This will be our third town hall. We did one. Is it right for a child to transition? Then we did one. Is child support evil for the black man? And then the third one is going to be good. Right? We're working on ideas for the third town hall. So we try. I love the town hall, the virtual town hall. This was an idea that I saw on a show, and I said, hey, I want to bring that to the Wiley Show and do those town halls because it's something different other town halls, and it was really, really great. So yeah, I really, really love it. So we will see it. That was in members only on YouTube. No, the members only one is on Zoom. So, but you must be a member so you get the Zoom information. Yeah. All right. They said I went to child support court today. Yeah, so I am praying for you in that matter. Anybody have to go to child support court, that means that it's a need and hopefully that you go through it. And happy birthday to you again, Tasha. Thank you. All right. Love you all. Y'all get some sleep. And I'll see y'all on the other side. Peace. All right. Make sure y'all share. Wait a minute. 879 likes. Come on now. We try to make the video fun, feel, but 79 likes. If you have not liked this video, go right now on your phone and like. Like right now. It's 80 likes. Baby, y'all better hit that like button, child. Come on, somebody. Hit it. Make sure y'all hit it. Come on, y'all. Hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that like button. Love y'all. All right. Love it. You just hit it. There you go. You doing it. There you go. All right. And make sure y'all hit it and share it with your people. Now, we'll be back live for Friday. Friday live will be longer because we're off on Saturday. So Friday live will be a longer live. All right. If we got the topics to make it a long live, because sometimes we don't have the topics. So we shall see. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Peace.